Sorry guys, so here we are at our normal weekly Team Bling training. So I'm just going to continue on with our devotional for today. Jesus finished what he began. Despite the torture he endured, despite the shame the shame of the cross, Jesus was steadfast in his faithfulness to God. We too must remain faithful, especially during times of hardship. Perhaps you are in a hurry for God to reveal his plans for your life. If so, be forewarned. God operates on his own times table, not yours. Sometimes God may answer your prayers with silence, and when he does, you must patiently persevere. In times of trouble, you must remain steadfast and trust in the merciful goodness of your Heavenly Father. Whatever your problem, he can handle it. Your job is to keep persevering until he does. Are you a Christian? If you are, how can you be hopeless? Are you so depressed by the greatness of your problems that you have given up all hope? Instead of giving up, would you patiently endure? Would you focus on Christ until you are preoccupied with him alone, that you fall prostrate before him? Here's a prayer for grace. Lord, when life is difficult, I am tempted to abandon hope in the future, but you are my God, and I can draw strength from you. Let me trust you, Father, in good times and in bad times. Let me persevere, even if my soul is troubled, and let me follow your Son, Jesus Christ, this day and forever. Amen. So that I love because I know that it can be a little troublesome, and sometimes, how shall I say it? It can be a little, I don't want to say depressing, but it can be a little discouraging when you see other distributors on the team are, bringing on distributors, they're bringing on loyal customers. Sorry, I'm going to mute that. They're bringing on loyal customers, they're bringing on distributors, and you're doing everything that you've been told to do, you've been trained to do, and you're not seeing that fruit yet. But just remember that you're planting those seeds. So, and just remember that perseverance is something that's going to take you through. And I don't want you to look at it as failure. So even if, you sent out, let's say you sent out 30 messages today and you didn't get any yeses, you got all no's, or people just ignored you, they didn't respond back, let that take you in a different direction. And when I say that, it's going to lead me into, of course, you guys know I'm a huge fan of John Maxwell. And this is from the John Maxwell Daily Reader. Now, this is it gives you every single day of the year. This is actually today, what I'm reading tonight is not from October 27th. This is actually December 18th. But again, I kind of find myself just kind of flipping through there, and I find like for some reason when I open it, it never fails. God speaks to me and has me turn to that page for a reason. So this one, it says, learn a new definition of failure. Thomas Edison believed many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. If you can change the way you see failure, you gain the strength to keep running the race. Get a new definition of failure. Regard it as a price you pay for progress. If you can do that, you will put yourself in a much better position to fail forward. How can you help yourself learn a new definition of failure and develop a different perspective concerning failure and success? By making mistakes. Chuck Braun of Idea Connection Systems encourages trainees to think differently through the use of a mistake quota. He gives each student a quota of 30 mistakes to make for each training session. And if a student uses up all 30, he receives another 30. And as a result, the students relax, think of mistakes in a whole new light, and they begin learning again. Remember, mistakes don't define failure. They are merely the price of achievement on the success journey. How close to success might you be? Are you willing to keep fighting to make a breakthrough? Okay, so I just kind of wanted that as a little bit of a reminder that I know it can seem troubling and it gets aggravating sometimes when you're sending out messages and you're talking to everyone in your warm market, meaning like your close friends and family, the people that you associate with on a regular basis on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, maybe through text messaging, emails, whatever. And it can get a little disheartening when, you get told no. We all hate that word. That's like our biggest fear is hearing that big no word. And we talked about those fears and everything last week and the week before when I had you guys do that challenge of writing down your fears and burning them. And I think that was a really great exercise because it did show you guys, that you can't let those fears control you. And when you start to feel like you're getting down because you are getting those no's, just remember that, I don't know if you guys have seen it before, there is a picture, and I'll post it on our team page after the meeting. There's a picture that I've seen, and it's two men, okay? And they're underground. So one guy is digging his hole, and he's digging. They're trying to get to this diamond mine down here, okay? So you see this guy at the top, and he's like right here. He's still got a little ways to go, but he's still digging. He hasn't quit. Then you see the guy down here, and he's going that away because he's tired, and he just thinks, I've been putting in so much effort, and I'm just never going to get there, Guess where he was? Right there. One more hit with that pickaxe, and he would have broke through and been at the diamonds. But you know what? He gave up. This guy up here, guess where he ended up? He got to the diamonds. He broke through. And that's what you're waiting for, is that breakthrough. You got to keep pushing forward. You can't give up because that's the only way you fail. Think about those two men, going. And the one guy gave up before, and he was right there, but he gave up too soon. Okay? So, and that's the only way you can fail. So the guy that was right there, he failed because he quit. This guy's not there yet, but he hasn't failed because he hasn't quit. He's going to succeed because he's going to get in there. He's going to break through because he's going to persevere. Okay? Do you guys kind of see that correlation there? Okay? So, I wanted to talk to you guys because we do have so many new team members on the team. I wanted to ask you guys some questions, and I wanted you guys to just kind of raise your hand, and if you feel like you'd like to answer that, go ahead. So when you before you even joined It Works, and you guys are going to see at the end why I'm asking these questions tonight. Okay, so somebody volunteer. What grabbed your attention when you saw whoever the distributor was, whether it was me or Jenny or Nikki or whoever it was that you joined under? What was it before you joined that grabbed your attention? Anybody?
For me, it was seeing all your posts and seeing how many people were reacting to them. And I was like, if she can do that, then I can do that.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, now someone else. What was it that made you think you'd like to try the products or the business? What was it that you saw or that you heard or that clicked in your head? You know what? I might want to try these products, or I may want to give this business a try before you joined. Don't everybody jump at once. Eden, I'm calling you out. You knew it was going to happen.
I just knew it was going to happen.
Well, I can't help it.
For me, it was just your message. Just the message that you sent me kind of jumped out at me because I'm pretty sure that you mentioned the giveaway.
Yep.
And I was like, I haven't seen that done because, my mom has done a bunch of direct sales stuff, and I've never seen, like, the CEO was just like, here, I'm going to give out $1 million. So that pulled me before I even tried anything.
Awesome. Okay. This question is for Jenny because I already know the answer to it. But so hearing those questions before, what grabbed your attention and what was it that made you think that you'd like to try the products or the business? Okay, thinking about those two. Your question is, why did you join right away? And of course, I already know the answer to that, but maybe no one else does.
Did I become a distributor right away?
Or order. If you can kind of just talk about either, like, Because you already had it in your head. If you kind of want to just explain like what your thinking was.
You want me to be honest?
Yes. Because there's a reason we're kind of talking about this tonight. You guys will see in a second.
All right, well, I did the whole Shakeology. I did the whole several other different things, and none of it worked. And I basically figured I would try something because I was sick of seeing Becky's post. I would try something, and I didn't tell anyone when I did try it. I just tried it, and I tried it for 3 months, and I gave it my honest try, and that one product worked. After that, I tried a different one, and then I combined them. And then I just decided, what was it, like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, to join this when I started using the products in January.
Did you honestly think going into it once the product started working that you would sell them?
No,
Okay.
I was not going to be one of these people.
She was not going to be a crazy rap girl. Okay. Now, let's see. All right. Don't hide your face, Eden. I see you. Okay. So what about Juliana? When you saw and heard how much it was to join the $99, what was your initial thought?
I don't know.
Was it like, oh crap, I don't have that, I want to do this, but I don't have $99, or?
Yeah. I mean, I know it is, but it isn't that much money. You know, we have 4 kids, so $99 is a lot to us. So honestly, I sold stuff around the house, and that's how I got the money, and didn't even tell my husband. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Jessica. Hey girl, hey. Okay, so how did you join?
So I was actually on Instagram friends with messaged me and said something about your page is really fun and I think you would be great at what I do. And then I asked her about it and she told me that she sold for It Works. And then we were talking, and when I asked to meet up for her to tell me more about it, she just wanted to like Skype. So she really didn't want to go out of her way to meet up with me. So then I got on Facebook the next day and saw that Megan sold It Works. And then I messaged Megan and she linked me with you, and then you met up with me and convinced me to do it. So because the other girl really wasn't going to go out of her way to add me to her team, it was kind of pointless to even, sign with her if she wasn't going to make that initial jump. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that, yeah. And then
Okay.
I just thought you were super cool. So
Thanks. Okay. Well, I love all of your answers to the questions. Another answer, like Nikki, how did you join? Can't hear you.
I hosted a party with Becky to try to pre-sell my wraps, which went really well, but no one really responded after that. And then one girl who attended my party just contacted me, and well, she bought the whole box, which I was not expecting, but it happened and it got me here.
Awesome. Okay. So the reason I was asking you guys all of those questions tonight is because I hear through, I don't know, maybe a Facebook Messenger thread that some of you are getting frustrated and having a hard time signing distributors, right? So who feels a little frustrated with, not being able to get distributors to sign on? Okay. That's totally normal. Okay. The reason I asked you guys those questions is because I want you to think back. I don't care if you joined 6 months ago, 2 days ago, 2 weeks ago. I want you to think back. This is why we talked about this. I want you guys to go back and think, what was it that grabbed your attention? What was it that made you think, I might want to give these products in this business a try? Were you a loyal customer to start with? Had you ever tried any of the products before you joined? Did you join right away? Were you skeptical? Did you have the money to join right away? And the reason for all that's because I want you guys to think, okay, you're getting frustrated because you're not finding people that want to join. But I want you to go back to before you joined and think, what was it that got in your head up here? Did you have the money? If you didn't, what did you do to get to the $99 to get started? If you didn't have the $99 and did you have to sell stuff like Juliana said? Did you, have to pre-sell your wraps? What did you have to do to get that money? What did you have to read? What was it that you saw? Who was it that what was it that was said? Go back and look in your messages even, or go back and look at, your Facebook and think, there was something that really caught my attention. What was it? Because I want you guys to put your shoes in those potential distributors, okay? Put yourself in your PDT shoes, okay? That's what PDT is. For those of you that don't know, it's potential distributor. Put yourself in their shoes. Remember where you were. Where were you at when you wanted to join, or when one of us first reached out to you? What was your initial thought? Did you think, and this kind of goes into when you guys are asking for script ideas too. Well, obviously, whoever it was that reached out to you grabbed your attention somehow. It might have been with a post or a live video or a party. But once you started to actually have that one-on-one connection with someone and you were messaging back and forth with them, what was the message? Go back and look for that. I want you guys to do that tonight after we get off the Zoom, or do it first thing tomorrow. I want you to go back and look at that first message, the first few contacts you had with the person you signed up under, okay? And for Jessica, you're funny. I want you to go back and look at those first initial contacts you had with, whether it was me or Jenny or Nikki or whoever it was that you initially had that contact with to join this team. What did those messages look like? Because something in those messages, something in a post, something in a party caught your attention. So I want you guys to stop thinking as a distributor and, I have to get people to join my team. Start putting yourself in their shoes and remember what it was that really got your attention. What was the message that was sent to you that wasn't word vomit, didn't seem like you were getting way too much information all at once? Was it the fact that, like if I signed you, was it typed messages? Did I send you a video message? Did I send you a voice message, a recorded voice message? I would say 90% of my loyal customers came from me sending them a voice message, not a typed out script. Now, I might use those typed out scripts, but I'll say them because I use my notes feature in my phone, and I will pull up the notes and I'll look at it, I'll write it down, and then I'll go to Messenger and I will send that. Do you know that if you want to send that, how we send the same message to like a couple of people and then we change it up a little bit? Guess what? You can send a voice message to one person. You don't have to say their name. You can just say, hey girl, and then you can say whatever the script is. Guess what? You can take and you can forward that voice message on to as many people as you want. Facebook has not broken that algorithm. There is no way for them to break that because it is a recorded message. There's no way for them to know if it's the exact same message you're sending. So if you send a voice message to one person and you send a generic one, like, hey girl, how are you? Oh my goodness, thank goodness it's Friday, right? And say, what are you doing? What are your plans for this weekend? I wanted to know if maybe you'd like to chat a little bit about a couple of my month-end specials I have going on. And then just let me know if there's any questions I can answer for you, or something like that. Whatever kind of message you want to send. And then once you send it, click that little arrow and forward it. And then have your hundreds list out and just forward it on. And that way you can just automatically type in those people on your hundreds list. I don't care if it's 50 people, if it's 500 people you're sending it to. How do you guys think that I sent out over 1,013 messages in 5 days? because I made a video, a short little 12-second video letting people know what was going on and wanted to know if they would be willing to do me a favor. I just kept it short and sweet. You can do the same thing with that. You can make a little video message and you can say, hey, happy Friday. I wanted to know if you could do me a little favor, and then just stop the recording and end it at that. Send that to all the people on your hundreds list. And I guarantee you're going to get a ton of people saying one of two things. Sure, what is it? Or how can I help? Or they're going to say, it depends on what it is. But guess what? Now that they have messaged you back, your stuff's going to start popping up in their news feed 10 times more, and the same for their stuff and yours, so that you can start building that relationship even more. And then say, well, I was wondering if you'd be willing to try, like if you know that their money is really tight, just ask them if they'd be willing to try the eucalyptus essential oil just once a month for 3 months. It's not a lot of BV, but that's another loyal customer. Okay, and you get them hooked on that and let them know that the eucalyptus oil is really great to have on hand for cold and flu season. So the first message, like I said, do a voice message or make a short little video message, and you only have to look put together for 15 seconds if you do a video message. So you can fake it till you make it, and then just send it. And then, like I said, pull out your hundreds list and send it. Start typing in all those names on your hundreds list, and you're going to send it out to several people. That's what I did during the $1 million promotion, and I sent those messages out to like 50 people at a time. And I literally sent out over 1,013 messages in just 5 days. But that's how you get things done. That's how, whenever you hear us saying, massive results only come from taking massive action. That's how you can take massive action, and you literally don't have to put more than 30 minutes into your business for the day. It's not something you have to work. You don't have to work at this 8 hours a day. You don't have to work at this for 4 hours a day. Now, once you get a team of over 30 distributors like I do, then it's a little bit different because you got to put in more time because you have more people that you're, helping to train. And you're growing. But at this point in all of your businesses, there's no need for you to have to spend more than 30 to 60 minutes on your business a day if you use your time wisely. And so this is one of the ways that you can really utilize your time. Write it down if you're worried about getting tongue-tied. If you don't want to do a video, write down what you're going to say, practice it a couple of times, then record it to send to someone, by holding down on that record button on the voice messenger, and then click the forward. Get your hundreds list out and forward that on to all those people, okay? And literally something as simple as, hey, can you believe the weekend's already here? I'm so excited. Do you have anything planned for the weekend? And then, you can leave it at that, or you can say, I wanted to ask you if you could do me just a little favor. Kind of have a little bit of fun with it so it grabs their attention. And then wait until you see how many responses you're going to get from that. You're going to be really, really amazed at something so simple. It's going to grab their attention, because I guarantee you, if I brought you onto this team, I sent you guys something very short and sweet and simple too. It wasn't something long drawn out and like, oh my gosh, you have to do this because we can make this kind of money and there's a bonus on the table and da 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 da. It's, hey, can I ask you a favor? And then I wait for a response and say, well, our CEO just announced he's giving away $1 million and I could really use your help. So obviously, Eden was a yellow personality because she just wanted to help. So that's just a couple of things, to think about, like to message and how you can really utilize your time wisely and not have to feel like you have to work this full-time hours. You can put in full-time work, but you can get it done in about 60 minutes. Okay. Now, another thing, again, going back to what we were talking about, why I was asking you guys to go back to the beginning, even if the beginning was just 2 weeks ago, or even if the beginning was 6 months ago, 4 months ago, whatever the case might be, go back to the beginning and think about, was there a product post? Do you remember if there was a product post that caught your attention? Were you a customer first? I know a couple of you were. And why was that? Think about your own testimony. Something that honestly, it might seem really silly to some of you, but there were 2 things that really made my day today. okay, wait, 3. Because when I found out that someone's having something delivered for me tomorrow, it kind of was like, what? I never have anything delivered to me. Like, I don't ever get anything. So, but I was kind of shocked. But outside of that, there was 2 things. The first thing was, Braylee and I got 2 Halloween cards from some really dear friends of ours in St. Louis that we don't get to see but like once a year. And so that was really awesome. There was no gift cards or money or anything like that, just really sweet little note in there, and just the fact that they thought about us, to take the time to get us a card and send it out. I thought that was really sweet. But the other thing that made my day today was Juliana's post about the Confianza. If you guys remember, she was posting in the thread about how she was just feeling really overwhelmed, asking for prayers. Guess what happened? She took her product, and just because she was honestly really grateful that it worked, she made a product testimony. Do you know how huge of a step that is? Because I don't know, for some of you who've been with me for a little bit, but that's why I always say your personal testimony, becoming a product of the product, is so important. But watching her, like hearing her, or I should say reading her asking, and just saying like, I'm overwhelmed. I just feel like it's just too much right now. I'm just really overwhelmed. And then to see her post this afternoon that she took the Confianza, and it was just a true, honest, raw product testimony that I don't even think she honestly meant for it to really be a product post. It was just like, no, seriously, guys, regardless of the fact that I just joined this team, this stuff is amazeballs. Like, that's what I got from this, And I really think that when you become a product of the product, that's what's going to help to grab people's attention, because they're going to see that you didn't just join this really quickly so that you can get out there and steal people's money. You're actually using what you're selling. And that speaks so much higher to people, and that gains so much respect, and you start to actually gain a following of people because they can trust what you say. So, and another thing, like especially for, well, I don't think there's many products Jenny hasn't used, so she can say the same thing. But another great thing about getting to one of my parties, Juliana can attest to this, that she was able to try so many of the products because she was here. So I let her try the greens and the greens chews, and we had the ProFit bites, and like the energy drink and all of that stuff, the defining gel, everything. I always have several products on hand for everyone to try because they get to taste, touch, and feel. I know you guys hear me say that a lot, but that's so important. And so she can actually go back and say, okay, well, you like the Confianza. I might want to give that a try. But do you have anything for energy? And then maybe she has someone ask her about the greens, and they say, well, what do they taste like? She can say, well, I haven't had the greens orange flavor, but I have had the berry, and this is what I thought, because she's actually tried it, even if it's only one time, So for those of you that are local, like Eden and Nikki, and anybody else watching this recording that's local, make it a point to get it on your schedule. We are going to start doing some Sunday afternoon parties, but make it a point to put it on your schedule and come to at least 1, if not 2, parties that I throw every single month, so that you can get here and you can get people here. Take advantage of the fact that you have an upline that has almost all the products on hand, and literally you can say, hey, like you can ask Megan. I've let Megan do it. Megan's done it before. I think Chris and Bobby have done it a couple of times. Come over and ask me if you can just take a couple of selfies, and like with the bag of ProFit, or with the toner, the cleanser, stuff that you don't have, that you can't afford yet, but you can show people your face with that product. Okay, that's nice. Like with the ThermoFit, okay? Like here's the ThermoFit. Like I honestly have almost every product that we carry. And I'm waiting on my shipment it should be here in the next couple of days. I got the Merry Clean and Bright, the holiday set, because y'all know I'm a huge fan of the cleanser and the exfoliating peel. So I thought, well, this would be perfect. So for those of you that are local, you can come and you can get a selfie with that gift pack so you can show people. You know what I mean? So it's not just a generic product post or like a corporate product picture, a stock photo that they're using. Come over to my house, come to the party, and then you can take 10 minutes and you can take a bunch of selfies or position it up by like one of my pumpkins on my what the hell is that thing called? A fireplace on the mantle. Come put a bottle of Confiance up there on the in front of the fireplace or something, and show that this like what a night, and like have a coffee mug in your hand. It doesn't even have to have anything in it, and just like make a post or status or something. Hold your cup of coffee with your Confianza, on your lap or something, and be like, this is what, after a long day with the kids or a long day at work or whatever, I can come home and relax with a nice hot cup of coffee or hot chocolate, got my Confianza in the fireplace going, and I'm feeling great. You know what I mean? Like, come up with different ideas. I mean, you've got like a million different things. There's black bling and green stuff all over my house. So you could even put on the Rap Girl cape if you wanted to. I don't care. Like, there's just lots of different things that you can do. And that's why I say when you come, it's not just for the party, but you get to see how a party goes. You get to try the different products. You can take some product pictures, take some selfies with the pictures, kind of see what I'm doing, and just get some ideas on what you can be doing, and start stocking up those photos. One thing I like to do is I like to take one day a week, and I will do my hair and makeup. Obviously, I didn't get that far today. I got my fake lashes put on, but that's about as far as we got. And I did color my hair last night. I still have to go get the bleach blonde highlights. I got to do that probably this weekend. But so then tomorrow I'll have my hair and makeup completely done because I'm going to someone's house for a string art party. And then Saturday's a big day. And Juliana's not even smiling. Because Saturday is her launch party. So I'm super excited about that. But so what I'll do tomorrow is I'll, do my hair and my makeup. I'll have it all done. I'll get all dolled up. And I'll put on an It Works shirt, or I'll put on like my, I have this scarf that I bought that's all It Works colors. And I'll change like my shirt. I'll put a different headband in. I'll wear my glasses for some. I'll take my glasses off for some. Put just clear lip gloss on for one, and then maybe change up my eye makeup a little bit and put on a red lipstick for another. And spend like maybe 30 minutes taking literally about 2 weeks worth of selfies with different products, wearing different shirts, different hair. So I don't have to do my hair and makeup every single day, but nobody has to know that. So then I have like a whole folder of stockpiled selfies and product posts ready to go. So even if I'm super busy, like the next 3 weeks, you guys are super busy for me. I've got that one party tomorrow. We've got Juliana's launch party. I've got you guys. Oh, Juliana, you remember Alita that was here at our party? She's actually joining. And she's bringing 4 to 6 guests with her to my house on Sunday at 2:00. So yeah, she's gonna be joining and definitely getting customers. She's bringing 4 of the people that are buying her wraps from her so she can join, and then she's got 2 people that want to start as customers already. So, and then next weekend is we have a party for Jessica's stepmom, which is happening here at my house. So you guys are more than welcome to come and invite guests. And then next Saturday is I'm signing a new distributor next Friday. His name is Tony. And we're actually having his launch party next Saturday. And then the following weekend, me and my daughter are going to St. Louis for 3 days for my oldest daughter's baby shower. So, and then the following weekend after that, hopefully if things pan out, Nikki and I might be doing a vendor event. So there's a lot going on in the next couple of weeks. So, but I don't let that be an excuse to stop me. I still have my in-home daycare working 5 days a week, 12-hour days, but I'm still able to work my business. And I don't have to worry about okay, I don't have a selfie taken. So you know how corporate on Monday night calls, sometimes they like to say, Mike Patillo is huge on selfies. He's always like, okay, he's ready to make a post with the selfie and hashtag this. And I'm like, oh man, crap. Someone took the It Works spot. Oh, okay. That's okay. Phew. That's good because then that gives us another weekend that we can do a party instead of something else. So, but I think by doing that though, it helps with time, because then I'm not spending a whole lot of time or trying to like spend time using a filter to like cover up, like this zit that I just couldn't keep my hands off of. And then, but it also makes it a little easier. So then I know I can just go to my phone, go to my photos, open it up, find one of those, and then say, okay, here, I'm going to make a post about Confianza today, or I'm going to make a post about ProFit or Stretch Mark Cream, or whatever the case might be. And then, sometimes I'll make collages, like today when they announced that giveaway that's going on until 10 o'clock. We still got about an hour and 15 minutes left. It was like, okay, boom, I got to open up this app on my phone. I got to take those pictures. I got to make them my own so I can get those up on my page and ready to go and get them on Instagram and Twitter and Tumblr and all that good stuff. And it was perfect because I already have all those templates and I already have a bunch of photos. So when they announce something like that, it's boom, I can get it put together and throw it up, and it doesn't have to take up a lot of my time. It doesn't have to interrupt my day. Another thing you can be doing too is, okay, when you go to your Facebook page, if you go to your friends list, I want you to actually go to your page and click on your friends list. I want you to scroll all the way to the bottom. And you're going to start at the bottom of the list. And here's why. When you scroll down, okay, let's just say this is your Facebook profile, okay, and your friends are over here. The people that pop up in your friends list in the first like 50 to 100, those are the people that you have the most interaction with, okay? So those are the people that are actually seeing your posts. But what I want you to do is I want you to scroll all the way to the bottom of your friends list. Keep on scrolling until it gets to the very bottom. I don't care if you're like me and you got 3,200 friends or something. Scroll all the way to the bottom, okay? And I want you to write the first 50 names down. And then what you're going to do is when you have a few minutes this weekend, because it is going to take you probably about an hour to do it if you do 50 names, okay? You're going to go to each one of those people's profiles, and you're going to like one of their posts, and you're going to like and comment on another one. And then you're going to send them a message. Just the simple message that we talked about earlier. Hey, how are you? I don't know if you've heard yet or not, but I just recently joined an all-natural health and wellness company called It Works Global. Have you ever heard of it before? Or you could say, hey, how are you? I hate to bug you, but I was wondering if I could ask you to do me a little favor, okay? And then leave it at that. Send them something like that. Now, when they answer you back, you can say, would you mind if I made a product post on your page? Would that be okay? I'm not asking if you would order or, join my team, but would you mind or you could even start it off with, would you be interested in hearing about some all-natural health and wellness products that are affordable? I just recently joined, blah, blah, blah. And if they say no, not right now, or I'll think about it, say, that's okay. Why don't I send you a link to my website? Or we can't send the link, obviously, Facebook won't let us. Send them an image with your website on it, okay? So they can go to check it out and say, how about I send you my website so you can go check it out at your own leisure. But in the meantime, would it be okay? Would you mind if I made a product or a business post on your Facebook page? And then just see what they say. Most people are going to be like, I'm not really interested, but I'm happy to support you. And you know what? That's a really good lead too, because guess what? That opens you up to their network. So let's say they have 300 friends on Facebook. That's another 300 people that you've just been opened up to. So every person that likes or comments on any of your posts, whether you post on someone else's page or you post on your own page, always write those names down. Write the names down of who liked and commented on your post that is not an It Works distributor. And then you're going to message them and say, thanks for the love on my post. I saw that you liked my post, or I saw that you commented on this or that or whatever. And just ask them, did you have any other questions? I actually have a really great month-end special going on. So for the next, 4 days now, guys? 4 days, I think. What you can do is you can offer everyone, if they are willing to become a loyal customer before 10 p.m. Sunday night. The reason I say Sunday is because we don't want to wait until the last minute. Because if you haven't been with the company very long yet, you haven't quite figured it out just yet, you will. End of month gets crazy insane. And it almost always, the system will crash at least once, if not a couple of times during the day on that last day of the month. So I like to try to get everyone to have their orders and their new stuff all put in before 10 p.m. Sunday night. So that way we don't have to worry about trying to. Now, if you get customers in between and you get customers on the last day, that's okay. Just can't guarantee that the system's going to be at 100% to be able to get it in on time for end of month volume. But if you guys get anyone that's willing to sign up to become a loyal customer between now and Sunday night, make a running tally, okay? And then Sunday night, I will ask for you guys to send me in a private message the name of your new loyal customer and their ID number so that I can verify when they joined, like when they ordered, okay? And then I will send that loyal customer of yours a free wrap or a free facial. Just, you cannot post anything freebie publicly. You can only offer it to them in a private message. So feel free to let them know, hey, you know, just so you know, my upline is actually offered to throw out an end of month special. And so I'm allowed to offer you a free wrap or facial with your order today. You know, can I go ahead and get your order placed for you? You know, that type of thing. So now, if you can get distributors that want to join before Sunday, I actually have 4 wrap rewards waiting for me on top of, I think I have 6 box wraps here. And I might have 2 boxes. I think I only have 2 boxes of facials left. So if you get someone that wants to join the team by Sunday night at 10 p.m., you can offer them a free box of wraps, and I will give those to you to give to them. Okay? So that's basically giving them $100, okay? Because they can sell each of those wraps for $25 and make $100 cash. So literally, to be, you know, you're literally giving them a $100 sign-on bonus. Okay? I'm trying to think. And if you get someone that wants to pre-sell their wraps, let them pre-sell their wraps and just let them know. You know, whatever we can do. Like if you need me to talk to them, send them, go to my YouTube channel. I know Nikki has done this already. Go to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel because there are so many videos on there that you guys can use. In fact, there's one that I made, and I believe it was right at 2 months ago, on how to use the wrap, what they have to do, like how to prep the skin, what to do, what not to do, during, you know, before, during, and after, and during those 72 hours following the wrap. So you guys don't have to worry about how do I type this out, Say, if you're willing to buy a wrap or facial, I can send you. You know, facials are pretty self-explanatory. We don't really do videos for those because you just slap them on your face and leave it on. But for the wrap, it's really nice to be able to accompany that wrap sale with the instructional video so that they know exactly what to do, what not to do, how to maximize their results, okay? So, again, you can let people know. Even if you get someone tonight before, you know, 10 o'clock, that wants to do the boom sale and they want to get a box of wraps for $59 and they get the defining gel free, let them know that you're still, you know, if they do that tonight, they can get a free wrap. So anything, whether it's for the boom sale or anything between now and Sunday night at 10 p.m., you bring on a customer, give me Sunday night. I want each of you to send me a list of your new loyal customer's name and their ID number so I can verify it. And then I will send you the right amount. Like if you've signed 3 loyal customers, I'll send you 3 wraps. Okay? And then that way you can forward them on to your customers. If you sign a distributor, they have to be actually in the system by 10 p.m. Sunday night. I will send you a box of wraps to send to your new distributor. Okay? Because guess what that's going to do, you guys? If you bring on a distributor and I give you a box of wraps to give to them, now they have 8 ways to bring on at least those first 2 customers in their first 30 days. Because when you bring on that distributor, if they've got 8 wraps to sell, you know darn well 2 out of those 8 people are going to want to order something and become a customer. Okay? And what that means for you being the enrolling distributor is that you're going to get a fast start bonus. You guys keep seeing me every single week. I don't know why they're paying us on Thursdays. They used to pay us on Fridays. Now we're getting fast start bonuses on Thursday, which I'm not complaining. I'm just never expecting the, hey, you got a payment from It Works Pay Portal. And I'm like, it's not Friday. What is today? It's not the 15th either. What the hell is going on? And then I realized, oh yeah, fast start bonus, because normally they don't come until Friday. So it's been a really nice surprise that they've been paying them even a day earlier than normal. But you guys can start making those posts like I'm making every single Friday. Like, hey, got another $100 bonus, got another $300 bonus this week. That's not part of your commissions. That's separate from your commissions. So that's how you can start really raking in the money, is by bringing on distributors and help them get their first 2 customers. They just got to get at least their first 2 in their first 30 days, and you get a fast start bonus. And then that makes that new distributor fast start qualified. So when they bring on a distributor, they can start making the $100 bonuses. And what's crazy to me is that those 2 customers, they literally can only they literally can just order like even Fat Fighters. Okay, those are just $23. The company's not making anywhere near $100 off of those 2, that Fat Fighter, both of those bottles of Fat Fighters, right? But they're still paying you $100. That's crazy to me. Which is why I love it, because it's just growing your business. You're being rewarded for growing your business and for training your team to do the same thing. That's why those $100 fast start bonuses are on the table. And that's why I like to make sure that I help every single one of my new distributors, from beginning to end, hopefully never ending. But I like to help you guys, really work to get those first 2 customers. And then once you get those first 2 customers, let's get 2 more. And then let's start concentrating on distributors so we can get you promoted to executive. And then we train each of those people, those 2 people under you when you go executive. We teach each one of those to do the same thing. And then guess what? Before you know it, you're Ruby. Before you know it, you're Emerald. We've got Jenny we're working on Jenny's Emerald chart right now, which seems so crazy to me. We're working on my Diamond chart. Like, we have so many people in promotional spots right now on our team that it's crazy. And for everyone to be promoting, we don't have a whole lot of work to do, which is why we still have that, if we get the 1,000 in volume by Sunday night at 10, there'll be a drawing for a special gift for me. Nikki, can you unmute yourself? Because I can't touch I don't know. I can't get to the chat thing. So I know you said something about something.
About the live video that you did, you said that if we sign a distributor till Sunday that you were going to add 2 people. Is that still going on, or is that was the you and Jenny thing?
Yeah. If you add a distributor, now, if you caught what we said, well, technically it was what I said, but it's me and Jenny's promotion. If you bring on a distributor before Sunday night, what we are going to do, what we said we would do was, we will help to get those first 2 customers for them in their first 30 days. So it's not like it could happen within the first 24 hours. It may take 2 weeks. It may take the first full 30 days. We might be cutting it down to the wire, but we will get them their first 2 customers in their first 30 days. So that's why Jenny and I were both like, her and I always kind of have some people waiting in the wings with orders. Oh my gosh, Jenny, are you wearing glasses? That looks really cute. You look cute. I'm not the only one besides Eden. Yay. But
I wear
oh yeah, you do. I forgot you wore glasses. So yeah, you bring on a distributor before Sunday night, and then, like I said, Jenny and I always tend to have some customers kind of waiting in the wings. So when we need to place some customers, we kind of know that we can be like, okay, are you ready to order now? Because I'm ready. I'm putting in orders, and so like I've got 2. I should have 2 more at least. So, and we're going to be putting those, like I'm not, okay, so let's say you bring on a distributor tomorrow, okay? Just for safety's sake. You bring on a distributor tomorrow. It looks like I have at least 2 people coming on before the end of the month. I'm not going to be putting those under your new distributor yet, because our focus for this month, to end the month strong, is for Jenny and I to really focus on placing those loyal customers where we need the volume on the team for people to promote. because we need everyone to be at 400 in volume. So that's why we said when you bring on one by Sunday night, we will make sure that in their first 30 days, we will help them to get their first 2. Now, if they bring on 2 customers, cool, then we don't have to give them 2 customers. If they bring on 1, cool, then we only have to find 1 for them. You know what I mean? But we will make sure, that, we'll have someone ready to go. If we're getting down to the wire at, like, say 25 days or something, then we'll really push, and we'll get it. So does anybody have any last closing thoughts or questions about end of month? Do you have anyone you've been talking to that you need help answering a question? Need any script ideas? While you guys have me on here, because I'm going to be kind of out of commission for a while tonight, because I don't know, I might have a couple of glasses of wine. I might hop in the hot tub for a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I should do the wine after the hot tub. I don't know. Anyway. All right, any last closing thoughts? Juliana. Hey, girl. Do you have any questions for me concerning Saturday? Are we ready to go? How's things looking for that?
Pretty good. So you're bringing all the products. Yeah. Is there anything I had